Well, hello. Today, we will start with one of the most boring aspects of mixed martial martial arts in general. The old man warm up, right? I like to call them rotations. You clasp your hands, you do the old wrist roll, because there's nothing like not waking up your wrist, right? Now, when you get fancy, see, and here's what I do. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will open my hands and switch the fingers because I'm, perfectionist. I'd use another word, but then people be like, see. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you get good, when you're able to multitask, brain game, right? You go like this, and then you do your ankle. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Switch to the inside. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. And then open the fingers, switch them. E, R, san, su. E, R, san, su. Did you see me switch? Did you see the switch, right? Now what do you do next, right? T-Rex arms. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing fancy. And when you do this, you want to your elbows are attached, and you're not slouching. You're not a sloucher, right? Your shoulders are back. It's almost like you're trying to hold something with your shoulder blades, right? As you're doing that. Then what do we do now? Now the knees, right? We go do 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 whoop do 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 do. I like to do 2 and 2. Right? Uno, dos, whoop. Uno, dos, whoop. Then you do the hula. Oh, shoot. Right? Hula action. Yay. Right? And you get all this little stuff woken up. Because, when you get older, the stupidest thing, reaching down to grab something in your back's like, so, now what do we do? Circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? Reach up. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can go up on your toes, but then you might be like, right? So, that takes a little practice. It also depends on the floor. Is it a soft mat? Is it a hard floor? I got these tiles that are thinner than my fingernail, with concrete, when I did that little shot example the other day, I bruised my knee, right? So, be careful, be mindful of where you are. By the way, who's ever wrestled or done jujitsu on concrete? Yeah, I don't recommend it, right? So anyway, what happens next? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I know I did that backwards, right? Oh, the head, right? So the neck, right? So we look up. And you're not forcing it. You're just kind of, shoulders up, and then let the neck just kind of rest. Imagine you're trying to put a walnut right here, and you're just letting it, but you're not squeezing it. You're just letting gravity do its job, right? And then, some people say look forward. I don't say look forward because most of our necks are already elongated all day from looking at our phone. I don't think you need to do that. I think you just need to go back. And then I look forward, and I go back. And then I look forward, and then I'll look. I don't force it. I look this way, though. Almost like I'm trying to peek over my shoulder. But, the goal is chin to shoulder. I'm not forcing it. I'm just going as much as I can comfortably go, right? Everything's relaxed, but I'm not slouching, right? Shoulders are back. You're like right? And then, after you do that a few times, right? And, if you're really one of those heavy sleepers and, you're out of shape, you'll feel it. Just by doing that, you'll feel it right here, right? Sometimes, let's say you got some issues back here, secret, right? You can grab like you put your fingers up here, your thumbs right here, and you can find this spot, and you can kind of imagine you're like tiger claw, right? And you're trying to like pull this. There's a little bit of a, it's almost like a massage, like a stretch, right? You find those spots and you can kind of ease some of that. But if you're getting some of that tension, I don't recommend doing this next one, right? But for everybody else, I recommend doing this next one, right? So ear to the shoulder. Try to hear what your shoulder's talking about. Don't force it. Just let gravity do its job. And you'll get a nice elongation, a nice stretch, right? And then you go up, and then you go listen to the other shoulder. It's like the angel and the devil. You're like, you know, they both got good advice. The question is, it's like that game Fable. Who are you trying to be? Right? I don't know what I'm talking about. So then you're doing all that, right? And then you can do the old famous Tony Horton, do the chicken wing, grab that wrist, oosh, right? See, get it? Chicken wing, right? And then when you do it, the stretch is even more like, wow, right? You feel it, you feel it. And then you come back up, and then you can go this way. Because even this, even holding your arm back like this, it's stretching all of this stuff up here, and then it's increasing the stretch over there. And then you switch hands, boom, next side chicken wing, right? And then you go this way. Oh yeah, I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling this one. What? Right, so we're doing all that, and then what do we do next, right? I'm sure there's something. All right, work those out. Oh yeah. The shoulders, uno, dos, tres, uno, dos, tres, uno, dos, tres. Oh, that was 4. Hey, and then oh yeah. Reaching this way. See, when I do this one, I like to reach for my knee while reaching for the sky, right? And you know, don't force it, but that's opening up all these intercostals, these, you know, it's stretching your sides. It's stretching your sides, right? And then you're reaching down. You know, you don't gotta force it. You know, even if you feel like you got something that's ready to pop, sometimes it's better to just let it pop on its own. You know, like this side, not tight at all. This side is like, right? You know, it is what it is, right? I also have had multiple injuries. You know, I was hopping around on a crutch for a long time, like off and on. You know, that's one of them things about letting it heal. Because if you don't let it heal, you know, then you get injured again, right? So what did I do? I did all of those. These are great. You know, you go with the old quad stretch, right? You do that for a second or two. Whoop. And technically, I probably would have saved those for after an actual warm-up. This was just for the joints, you know, the ligaments, the rotating the moving pieces, right? But hey, since we started it, we might as well go full blown. The old foot washer stretch, right? So all the way to on one leg, heel down, toes up, boop, and you go down. Keep this leg straight, right? Keep the weight. If this one, try to keep your hip forward, right? You don't want to be, well, if you can get down there at all, so this leg straight, right? Keep this hip, keep the wheel on the outside of your foot if you can, right? But if you got to go toe, I don't recommend it, right? But anyway, you go down. And let's say this is as far as you can go. And you're already feeling it. Try to keep your back straight. Hands on the knees, right? And then you do that for a second or two. Ideally like 10 seconds, maybe 15. And then, you know, if you're lucky, you can go down a little bit further. But usually I give it a break and I whoop. I switch. And now I'm here. I ain't done these in years. Well, I'm lying, actually. When I'm in the shower, I used to do it all the time, right? That's why I call it the foot washer, right? Wash your feet. And you'll be down there, and you... But as you can see, I have a hard time even touching my toes now. That's why I go like this in the shower and wash my feet, you know? Because I'm that guy, where if my feet ain't washed, you know, then I'm padding through the house with stinky feet. And of course, there's nobody here to complain, but I smell it. I'm kidding, my feet never stink. So anyway, you do that one, and then after, then you slightly turn the foot out and go this way. So now it's a little bit more to the side, right? It's just something they showed us, right? You know, so you go from here to here, right? It's great. And then, you know, the heels are up, the toes are up. It's stretching all this. Everything's screaming. Your legs are pissed, right? And then after you do all that, you know, sure, we got some of these. You know, sure, we got some of those. Oh, that one feels great. We got some of these. We got these ones. We got those ones. What else do we do? I mean, that's good for now. And then, you know, you could do jumping jacks, and I'll show you some jumping jacks. I recommend jumping jacks. Somebody told me, if you're not doing 100 jumping jacks, what are you doing, right? So, literally, you can do them this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like these. I think these are harder, honestly. And then you can do the monkey, right? But that's one way to do it. I do the diamond step. Whoop, 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 just to get things woken up. Because there's no jumping, there's no impact. All I'm doing is getting them toes and ankles to roll, right? You know, you could start, but waking them legs up, typically you might go jog, but you know, it's up to you.